Hi, how are you? This is a monologue. I think today what I want to talk about is so you see, there's usually a phrase or even a question that we pose to children, or a question that was posed to us that what do you want to be when you grow up? And usually, most cases, this is associated to the profession that you want to be with, that you want to do as you grow up. And so, usually, it's an aspirational question like they want to know like what you as a kid, what do you want to do, what do you want to become when you grow up, and then now they people are pushing you towards doing certain subjects. Okay, if you want to be a pilot, probably you have to do this subject. If you want to be a doctor, you have to do sciences. If you want to be a journalist, yeah. But I think there's a bit of a flaw to that question because most cases, not all of us, actually very many people don't become what they want to be when they grow up. Because I think as a child, you can only admire aesthetics. You can only see outside, like what, if you want to be a doctor, you can only see because this is a person who treats you. You don't get to understand what they get to study, how hard the things are, what their schedules are. You have not been exposed to a lot for you to have a full decision. So I think when I become a parent, I might alter the question to become, what do you want to become as you grow up? Sorry, what do you want to be as you grow up? And so this was that you as a child, what are you admiring as you grow up? So if you're admiring a doctor, if you want to be a doctor as you grow up, then that way, maybe I follow up like, why do you want to be a doctor as you grow up? Because probably the doctor treats me when I'm sick. So probably you're looking at a transformational quality that a doctor brings, that they treat someone when they're sick. Or you want to be a police officer. Why do you want to be a police officer? Because a police officer keeps law and order. And so if you want to be a doctor and it's because of a transformational effect, then we look at where best can you fit as you grow up. Are you going to join the Scouts Club or the Girl Guide? Because that way you're going to learn first aid skills, and when your friends get hurt at the pitch, you're able to come through and help out. Are we going to make you Are you going to be in the health club so that you can be assisting the nurses, like in administering, like cannot administering medicine, but probably registering or like following up, making sure people eat the meals, things like that. Or if you want to be a doctor just because you have a fascination for like science, then probably I'm going to make sure that you join the science club. That way you can interface with the different organisms. You can see how things are operated. You can learn about the different things, and so your fascination is lived. You're being a scientist. If you want to be like a policeman, then we're going to see if you can be like a prefect, so that you keep law and order amongst um, your fellow students. Yeah. If you want to be what else? Like all these different things. If you want to be an engineer, um, probably I'm going to talk to a mechanic so that we see how you're going to be able to like learn how you operate again. I mean, how like to fix like a toy or to fix like a television, say things like that. And I think actually clubs, usually they're in schools, clubs, co-curricular activity clubs are very nice at doing this. So that way, like you're living it. If you're being a sportsman, if you want to be a footballer, you're joining like a football academy. Such you're playing football. If you're being an artist, if you want to be an artist as you grow up, you're doing all these things. We find ways of you living your dream as you grow up. And it's okay if after a year you're going to change. If after a year you realize, okay, now you don't want to be a doctor as you grow up. Now you want to be like an entrepreneur, then you join the entrepreneurship class or club. You want to be now an artist. And I think this is actually very important especially for the first stages, like let's say primary stage up to like lower secondary, because that way we're experimenting, you're living all these things. And in a way, as you gain more information, and I'm thinking by high school now, you have studied all these different subjects in school, you've gotten all the different knowledge through the different experiences, and now probably you can properly frame what you want to be. Now probably you know that your mind is appreciating more of the arts and the sciences, or your mind is appreciating more of the sciences than the arts. And then also you're getting to understand the structure, like if you want to be a pilot, what exactly you have to learn. You're appreciating that you're not going to learn simple mathematics, you have to integrate and differentiate. um, and I think for someone like me who is like an artist, as like I'm an artist in my adult life, and this is what I wanted to be as I grew up, and then this is what I was as I was growing up. My parents were able to provide and create that conducive environment for me to be an artist as I grew up. And there's a time in my development, I think from senior three to senior five, where I wasn't an artist, like where I ceased practicing art because I wanted to explore another route. And also as an artist, then I was also a farmer. I was like rearing rabbits. As I grew up, I explored that and then realized that okay, yes, I might have fascination for creatures, but then I didn't have maybe the how they call it. It's not something I could tolerate for a longer period of time, or the hardships that it came with. But then as a farmer, you get as an entrepreneur, like the time I was part of a business club, and I did that. So I think it's not like very different, but the idea is that listen to the kid, know what their fascination is, and let them explore it as they grow up. Because kids themselves have a life of their own. At least if a kid wants to be a musician, let it happen as their kids. Of course, with proper guidance and whatever, if they can only it can be like in a choir, let them live that life. Because like if what do you want to be as you grow up, we tend to think that oh, life only starts when you grow up. But if what do you want to be as you grow up, you can be what they want to be as they grow up, and this can change at whatever stage. So yeah, I think it's getting dark. I don't know if I'm even still in frame, but at least I've been able to. And there's like some funny siren that is playing in the background. But yeah, cheers.